Right, I'll try to make this video as quick as possible. We're going to cover a few things now with this tip table. I've sorted the sound out on it, so the sound now sounds really sweet. But every so often, the keys, the buttons, can stop working, as we've already found out. And I'm pretty sure it's related to the fact that we've still got the slow hard drive in there, and it all depends on the load times. So it's whatever window's like in focus at the time. And if the table isn't in focus, then obviously the keys are operating something else. So what you need to do is you need to turn on the wireless keyboard and press Alt-Tab, you know, standard Windows sort of like multitasking Alt-Tab technique. And if you press Alt-Tab, and if you Alt-Tab around to the program that says Virtual Pinball Player, which will be a picture of whatever table you've loaded, once you've done that, then the keys and everything will come back into focus.
I've got to rescue my friends and save the Earth.
Indeed you do. So you heard that, the music's now spot on now. If I launch the ball. Yes.
Are you crazy?
As you can hear, the sound's really good now. There's a volume control in there anyway if you wanted. But it was basically everything was coming through the bass speaker before. The wires needed a re-strip. I'm just going to turn the volume down. Yes, everything was coming through the bass speaker before. So just to recap on that, if you load a table and the keys aren't working, wireless keyboard, Alt-Tab, and make sure you get the focus to the pinball table itself, which will be Visual Pinball Player. It won't always be in the same position. I've just tabbed past it. Alt-Tab. Get it right. There you go. Yeah, back to that. Now, I've put on a couple of extra tables as well. Now, I know William's quite keen on using Flash Gordon, so hopefully that'll work for you fine tomorrow. You might need to use the Alt-Tab technique. I'm just pressing the back button, which I've hidden inside. I've put on here as well a couple of other tables. Now, sometimes you have to press Alt-Tab even when you're in Pinball X, you know, the sort of like the main selecting thing. So if the keys stop working in this, then you need to use Alt-Tab and make sure Visual Pinball X is in control. I've seen that happen as well. This all happened well before Christmas. Remember, sometimes we used to have to reboot it a couple of times. So there's a new one, Simpsons Pinball Party. That's a new one. I think these tables that I've just recently loaded, because they needed the new version of Pinball X, they're a little bit heavier duty as well, so they take longer to load. So yeah, that could be an issue as well. But I think once I've got the SSD in, that'll go away. So this is, so you can see this table's taking quite a while to load. This is Simpsons Pinball Party. I saw it was in sort of like the top 30 pinball tables on some list. So there you go. So is it going to add credits? It's not going to add credits, so make sure the keyboard's on and Alt-Tab till Virtual Pinball is in control. There you go, it is there. Now I can add credits. And I can launch the table. Yeah. I've got Sim Swano's action. Of course, I've turned the volume down, remember. So that's why it's quite quiet there. Turn the volume back up. We'll get lots of Simpson sounds. You can hear the ball rolling now, which you couldn't really hear before. Yep, so, and the other one I put on here as well is Demolition Man, which I believe is another popular table. Now, I also know William is quite keen on playing Arabian Nights. So that Arabian Nights is one that's already on there. That was already on. Demolition Man is something I've just put on as well. There it is, Demolition Man. So again, this may load, might take some time, so it might not be in focus, so make sure the keyboard's on and Alt-Tab to make sure Visual Pinball is in focus. Sorry for the longish video, it's just to make sure we're all aware what needed. So there we are, Demolition Man is up and running. And can I add credits? Yes, I can add credits. So see, I haven't had to do it this time. Strange. Yeah, but if I did, I would need to press Alt-Tab and make sure Virtual Pinball was in play.
The Demolition Man.
I am the Demolition Man. So there we go, and I think I now have the ability to add quite a lot of tables on here. But of course, at some some of the more fancier tables are going to hit the limitation of the hardware on this machine. So what was that other one he wanted? Arabian Nights. Arabian Nights. That was already on. I haven't loaded that one. He said he noticed Michael flicking around with it when he's playing around with the games. He noticed Arabian Nights was on there. It seems to be one of his popular ones. So there's Arabian Nights. Is it going to add credits? Yeah, that's adding credits as well. So it's just hit and miss whether you need to press that Alt Tab to get the tables into focus. And there's Arabian Nights working. Yeah, so pretty cool. I'm well happy with that now. Yeah, juicy. And the music's great. I love the music on Flash Gordon. That's probably my favourite table on there. Okay, enjoy.